The country may not have the physical or military capacity to keep Chinese watercraft or sea vessels from sneaking into and intruding into our maritime territory. But what we lack in hardware, we surely make up for in legal devices or mechanisms of law. PTV senior correspondent Eunice Samonte on the powwow between the Foreign Affairs Department and the Senate to discuss the problem of territorial intrusions by the Chinese into Philippine waters in this report.
We will use diplomatic techniques or methods like diplomatic protests, mga ganon. So, hindi tayo dapat magsawa.
The Philippines will never get tired of filing diplomatic protests versus China, says Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin and the senators during the Senate briefing earlier about the frequent sightings of Chinese vessels and Chinese warships in our country.
Since it is the Secretary of National Defense who has spoken, fire off a diplomatic protest at China. And if we have already fired one off on the Chinese warships, fire off another. We'll never run out of those.
The Secretary of Foreign Affairs also asked the Senate to approve bigger budget allocation for the armed forces of the Philippines to make the members of the public who are adamant about taking hostile action against foreign countries see that the government is doing some actions. But other than the increased Chinese vessels, some senators also noticed the increased presence of Chinese nationals working in Pogo near military bases.
Marami po tayong nai-issuehan na tourist visas, Chinese, going to the Philippines, and after arrival, conversion as a working visa for 3 months.
For Foreign Affairs Chair Senator Coco Pimentel, PAGCOR should regulate their issuance of permits to the POGO hubs operating in the country. Meanwhile, the Senate is scheduled to have a closed-door meeting with the DFA leaders to plan the next move regarding China's action.
Sana maintindihan natin yun kasi meron kasing, siyempre number one, marami nakatingin din sa atin, gusto malaman anong sekreto ng ating bansa, anong extent ng ating mga kakayahan, anong mga extent ng ating mga nalalaman. So, sana maintindihan ninyo that some matters are sensitive.
Eunice Samonte for The Nation.